Unlawful, come on here, give you no. You have to me if you come out to the station yard. Are you a place? Then stop the virgin. Right? And a search him car illegally. Because you have to have proper cars to search a car. He go in a man trunk.
So when
he go in a man trunk, see the machine. And I tell him if you carry car come over here, so. So I was passing now. I was passing and me are coming in the station yard and him tell me if you come out.
So what is your purpose?
Listen, you cannot, it doesn't matter. This is a public place.
How can the police assist?
What business you have?
Hello.
Sir, how can the police assist?
Leave it to the station and have the purpose of it. Telephone.
No, it's assault, it's assault.
Box it down here.
It's assault, sir. No, take the phone. You see assault me? No, me.
Hey, sir. Sir, it's not the
No, assault me. Leave me.
JBN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with someone today. Now on to the news. Alleged gunman killed, licensed fireholder injured during attempted robbery. An alleged gunman was fatally shot, and the licensed fireholder is in the hospital following a failed robbery attempt in Newport West, St. Andrew on Monday night. According to police reports, the incident occurred when the fireholder was driving along the road and was approached by men in another vehicle who attempted to rob him. The driver, a licensed gun owner, confronted the would-be robbers, leading to a shootout. During the exchange of gunfire, both the fireholder and one of the alleged assailants sustained injuries. The remaining suspects fled the scene, leaving their injured accomplice behind. Both injured men were later transported to the Kingston Public Hospital, where the unidentified alleged gunman was pronounced dead. The fireholder remains hospitalized. The Hunts Bay Criminal Investigations Branch is investigating the incident as they work to identify the deceased suspect and track down the accomplices who fled. Authorities have not provided details on the current condition of the firearm holder. One man killed, another injured in Berwick Road shooting. A shooting on Berwick Road in St. Andrew on Monday night has left one man dead and another hospitalized, with investigators now working to determine a motive for the attack. The deceased has been identified as 51-year-old Mark Forrester, also known as Uka, was a resident of Berwick Road. The injured man, a 48-year-old from Spanish Town, is currently receiving medical treatment at the Kingston Public Hospital. According to police reports, the incident occurred around 10:20 p.m. when residents reported hearing explosions along Berwick Road. Authorities were alerted, and upon arrival, they discovered two men suffering from gunshot wounds. Both men were rushed to the hospital, where Forrester was pronounced dead. The Hunts Bay Criminal Investigation Branch has launched a probe into the incident. Mapen Infant School parents demand resignation of board chairman. Disgruntled parents of students at Mapen Infant School in Clarendon are calling for the immediate resignation of board chairman Stanley Ramsing, citing frustrations over what they described as a lack of effective leadership and essential resources at the institution. In a bold protest on Tuesday morning, parents padlocked the school gate, effectively barring both students and staff from entering. Protesters gathered at the school, holding placards with messages such as, "Canteen must open," "We need vice principal," "Chairman must go," and chanting calls for Ramsing's removal. The parents expressed severe grievances, including the absence of a principal at the institution for the past few months, as well as allegations that no meals are being provided for their children, despite their consistent payment of lunch fees. Additionally, parents claim the school premises are not properly maintained and janitorial staff reportedly have not been compensated for their work. "Our children deserve a clean environment and proper meals," one parent stated. "We are paying lunch money, yet they're not receiving any meals. This cannot continue." Despite efforts to voice their concerns to the school administration, parents feel their issues remain unaddressed, and many now see a change in leadership as the only solution to improve conditions for their children. The protest has intensified calls for an intervention, with parents pressing the Ministry of Education to take swift action to address the leadership and operational gaps at Mapen Infant School. Yallahs Market to be renovated. Minister of Local Government and Community Development Desmond McKenzie has announced that the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation has reclaimed possession of the Yallahs Market and will soon initiate long-awaited renovations. The announcement was made last Friday during the handover for a new two-bedroom unit under the Indigent Housing Program in Seaforth, St. Thomas. Minister McKenzie revealed that the property had previously been leased to a former council for over 25 years, during which time it was not operated as a market. This arrangement forced vendors to sell their goods outside the market gates. The vendors had to sit outside the gate of the market. They cannot enter the market. Mackenzie explained, "We gave a commitment that when the lease expired, we would not extend the lease to any other individual. That lease has expired. The St. Thomas Municipal Corporation now has possession of the market."
The St. Thomas Municipal Corporation now has possession of the market. And as soon as the estimates are completed, the ministry will provide the funds to renovate the Yallahs Market so that the vendors finally can go back into the market and ply their trade and be better than they are today. It's a commitment that we made.
Tivoli man sentenced to 50 years in prison for a 2020 robbery. A Tivoli Gardens male resident was sentenced to 50 years imprisonment in relation to a 2020 robbery in Dedham Town. He is Rashawn Samuels, otherwise called Son Son. Samuels was slapped with charges, including shooting with intent and illegal possession of firearm. He was sentenced to 15 years and 2 months for count 1 of shooting with intent, 15 years and 2 months for count 2, 15 years and 2 months for count 3, and 10 years and 2 months for illegal possession of firearm. The sentences are to run concurrently. According to police reports, in the incident which occurred on April 6, 2020, a police team on mobile patrol received information about a robbery in Dedham Town. Upon their arrival, 2 men were seen matching the description given to the police. Upon seeing the police, the men ran and were pursued by the police. One of the men then opened fire at the lawmen before escaping into the area. Following an investigation, Samuels was taken into custody in January 2021, where he was subsequently charged with the offenses of shooting with intent and illegal possession of firearm. The matter was placed before the Supreme Court in July 2024, where Samuels was found guilty of the offenses. PM only receives praises on outgoing Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark. Prime Minister Andrew Nasazib praises on outgoing Minister of Finance Dr. Nigel Clark, who dismissed office at midnight on Tuesday. PM only says during his tenure, Dr. Clark provided sound critical skills in the management of the economic affairs of the country and in the transformation of its economic prospects. Addressing the Area 1 Council meeting of the Jamaica Labour Party in St. Andrew Northwestern on Monday night, Mr. Holden said he was under no illusion that Dr. Clark's stint as Finance Minister would have been lengthy.
It was always my view, and I'm certainly quietly held by Nigel, that once a critical element of the mission is achieved, then that incredible talent and skill needs to be made available not just to Jamaica, but to the world. I consider it a compliment for Jamaica, a distinct honor paid to us, that one of ours and a member of the Jamaica Labour Party that the outlook and perspective is such that it is required to be used on the international stage. We are, yes, losing our Minister of Finance, but we are gaining so much more from where he will be in the International Monetary Fund. There is a kind of thinking in Jamaica that can only be described as PMPism. It is a sense of entitlement to the point that it yields a great level of bad mind. It is a kind of thinking that says, anything you want, we can give it to you, and you don't have to work for it. It's called freeness mentality. A disconnection between how we make people better and how we use our labor to create wealth. Much of the challenges that we face in the society today can be traced back to PMPism.
JDF's May 2010 logbook for guns and ammunition missing. Records pertaining to the distribution of guns and ammunition of the Jamaica Defence Force, JDF, for May 2010 cannot be located. The police are also having difficulty locating the former JDF soldier who was a record keeper during the same period, during which St. Andrew businessman Keith Clark was shot and killed. Captain Kevin White, second in command at the Special Activities Regiment Unit, made the disclosure regarding the missing logbooks, while Superintendent of Police Eglon Samuels revealed during his testimony in the ongoing trial in the Home Circuit Court that efforts to locate the then record keeper have been unsuccessful. The 64-year-old accountant was shot 25 times inside his master bedroom at his Kirkland Close, St. Andrew home on May 27, 2010, during a police military operation to apprehend then fugitive drug lord Christopher Dudoscoke. Lance Corporals Greg Tingling and Odell Buckley and Private Arnold Henry are on trial for Clark's murder. Last Wednesday, lead prosecutor Senior Deputy Director of Public Prosecutions Jeremy Taylor, King's Counsel KC, was granted permission by the court to subpoena Vice Admiral Anthony Tweez Gorman, Chief of Defense Staff, as well as the logbooks or guns and ammunition in 2010 and its keeper as witnesses for the Crown. White, during his evidence in chief, disclosed that he had been able to locate a series of dispatch books for the period from early 2004 to early 2010, but was unsuccessful in finding those from May 2010. He said a total of 7 books were found, which also covered the period 2016 to 2020. However, the witness was unable to recall the specific months for 2010. We're given an explanation as to whether the documents you're looking for relating to the particular month of May cannot be found, Taylor then asked. Defense counsel Peter Champagne, KC, however, quickly objected to the question, noting that he could run the risk of being hearsay, but was overruled after Taylor said he was not asking for the explanation, only wanted to ascertain if a reason was provided. The captain then replied, "No, sir, I wasn't." Continuing his evidence, the witness testified that he conducted a one-man search of several areas, including the ammunition bunker, the registry, and the quartermaster's store, where all logbooks for daily administration, excess equipment, and the stationaries were kept. The witness also shared that he searched 6 40-foot containers without look for the logbooks. Now, if you don't mind me asking, I've heard about the efficiency of the army. How long did it take you to search these 40-foot containers? Taylor probed further. About a week, the witness replied. White, who was a record administrator, when pressed about whether the army had an archive for the records, was unable to answer or say for how long the records were kept, noting that that would be a policy decision. He was also unable to say whether the JDF has a policy in relation to the records, if inquiries or investigations are being done, and the records can be of assistance. He stated, however, that the records of ammunition and the weapons also kept at his division for accountability purposes. Whenever a transaction occurs where a person is issued a weapon or set of ammunition, it is logged. After that weapon and ammunition are returned and booked in, the transaction is really finished until the next transaction, he said. The captain, during cross-examination from Champagne, said he was only tasked with the search and that he was never asked to conduct such a search before. Meanwhile, Sam Wells, who was attached to the Marine Division of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, testified that, on October 14, he contacted the commander for St. Thomas to help locate a witness, and after learning that efforts were unsuccessful, requested the help of the police sources communications arm to broadcast via the media the search for the witness. He said they further acted on information regarding a possible location of the witness along a roadway, but did not find the witness, and left word for him to contact him. The police witness, however, admitted under cross-examination from Champagne and Attorney Linton Gordon that the search of the witness lasted only 1 day. He further told Champagne that he did not make any effort to contact the witness's relatives, and that he was made aware during his search that the man left the island in July. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.